After 18 months, Rockstar Games has unveiled something major. A 2-minute, 46-second trailer and an info-rich character map introduction. Soon, I'll analyze the trailer and screenshots frame by frame. I'll release multiple videos to organize the newly released information. Game's world, storyline, characters, gameplay. We'll start with the trailer. Time is limited, and I might overlook some details, so please share your thoughts in the comments or bullet screen. Let's jump right in. Let's analyze the second trailer. As of the video release, the second trailer has over 80 million views on YouTube, breaking the record for 1 million likes. The second trailer, running for 2 minutes and 46 seconds, minus intro and outro, it contains about 4,511 frames. Were captured on the PS5. Skeptics doubted this, prompting Rockstar to tweet again yesterday morning, confirming the second trailer was fully recorded in the PS5 game, composed of gameplay and cutscenes, which is simply astonishing. Currently, GTA 6 has a product page on the PS4 store and can be added to the wishlist. The opening scene takes place in the map's archipelago, known in Chinese as the Leonida Reef Islands. In the foreground, there's a factory with a sign that reads Brian's Dock, where the protagonist works early in the game. We'll see its interior later, and below there's a logo of a blue and white shop, which should be the rabbit logo of the Grotti car brand from the GTA era. This logo appeared in the first trailer, explaining where those Grotti vintage cars came from. There are also many 247 convenience stores here, and this blue rabbit with an ice cream is something new. Where is this view on the map? Let's check out the landmarks ahead. A signal tower, a tall building, and the big white airship from the first PV. With another official screenshot, it's clear they're on the island before the broken bridge. The perspective is from east to west, and you can see the white airship on the right. Right now, the plane in the upper right looks like a stunt plane. However, Rockstar's downloadable concept art features postcard images of various areas. If you look closely, you'll see the details don't align with the release screenshots. This is likely an early version. That's why Rockstar placed it in the concept art folder instead of the screenshot folder. So, these postcards aren't a reference point and should just be enjoyed as art. Next, we see Jason Dua, the protagonist, fixing the roof of a shabby beach house. The protagonist jokes about fixing leaks, a nod to Rockstar Games' own leak issues. The roof needs repairs, judging by terrain features. This area looks like the coastal island cottages from the leaked footage in the archipelago's north. Notice how the sailboat on the right in the leaked footage looks similar in the scenes after PV2. In the second PV, the front view reveals a community that looks distinct from the leaked footage. The islands on the left align nicely, hinting that the leaked scenes might have been tweaked. On the left side of the house, a lizard is slowly crawling with a pink body because someone dressed it up. Maybe GTA 6 will enhance the pet system. Also, there's a basketball court under the protagonist's house. Basketball gameplay will probably return, since Jason is shown in the promo material. He throws a basketball into the air, and golf and billiards also make an appearance, including alligator golf. This was mentioned in the leaked world events about the house. There are 3 cars parked below, with the blue V-shaped car on the right modeled after the 1970 Ford Ranchero. It's rusty with crooked wheels. I assumed it was customized. The car in the middle, the main vehicle in the first artistic photo, is a Ford Raptor C. The front says V-Pi, and it's the old man's car. There's also a vintage car on the far side, with a classic rocket-shaped tail design, modeled after the 1959 Cadillac Eldorado. A new character appears, and if you look closely at the trash can in the background, there's a raccoon rummaging through the garbage, a signature event in the world events. The old man is named Brian Head, known for his floral shirt, gold chain, diamond watch, and sunglasses. He's the island's top dog. The area used to be a smuggler's haven. Brian embodies drug dealers of that time. He and his third wife, Lori, use the shipyard to transport goods. Brian is experienced enough to delegate the dirty work to others, so he has Jason help him collect rent. Brian found a house of his own and lets Jason live there for free, on the condition that Jason is willing to extort for him and occasionally come by for a drink of Lori's sangria. His well-known quote is, "I flew that plane to haul candy, and it could lift the state of Leonida." This screenshot is truly photo level, with the reflection effect in the eyes and the hair detail being stunning. And of course, Jason's muscle and sweat animation is top-notch. Besides the necklace, the muscles move and contract with the action. You know what I mean? The sweat drips down in visible trails. His neck is sunburned red, and as Jason pushes the door open, across the sea is a city. The interior design and lighting shifts are remarkable. Jason is Jason Dua, and he grew up among con artists and thieves. He briefly joined the military, hoping to wash away his troubled past. After military stint, he returned to roots, honing skills in training rooms, doing odd jobs for dealers. Time for a shift. Jason dreams of an easy life, but things are getting tougher. Meeting Lucia could be the best or worst thing for him. Jason knows what he wants, yet he felt adrift. Known for saying, "If things go wrong, call me when you turn around," boyfriend-like. Jason is tougher and more muscular than expected. He has 2 tattoos, one on his abdomen of an eagle struck by an arrow. On his left shoulder, a skull tattoo with Morotos, meaning bandit or thief. Next, Jason drives his Ford Ranchero to work, and the community is quite lively. A flirty girl greets Jason, and he can't help but hum a little tune in response. The girl cradles a kitten, and the car sports a pink paint job. The brand logo shows this car belongs to my Botsy, lacking a front license plate. Since Florida doesn't mandate front plates, Jason's car has reflective rearview mirrors, enhancing the scene's detail. The car's mirror glass is surprisingly uneven, and the glistening window is rolled halfway down. Clouds reflect in the sky, and then it's time to get to work. Slapbox, wielding a baseball bat, shows up, and the gritty effect is striking. The person getting hit wears a dodo bird rising t-shirt, possibly an airline logo. This shop seems to be a travel souvenir store, filled with all sorts of random items. They even have amethyst, though it's not locally sourced. It's definitely a sketchy shop. Some details stand out, like the sun-shaped emblem above the door and the sun pattern on the wall. The sun pattern is likely modeled after the Conch Republic emblem from Key West in the Florida Keys. You can spot this on the protagonist's car bumper at the trailer's end, which was initially mistaken for a cliché map symbol. To the right, a sticker hints at alien activity nearby, suggesting UFO sightings might occur on the islands. The triangle with an eye in the doorframe is the iconic GTA eye symbol, just like the mural in the top left corner. The jewelry logo below is a GTA clothing brand, and the lizard's outfit on the far left resembles Tommy's. Right now, everyone in the shop is high, and Jason is frantically handling the cash register, taking the rent money. When the radio is turned on, the coins shake along with it. The 420 card on the table refers to International Candy Day on April 20th, which Rockstar tweets every year. The next scene moves to the southernmost part of the city to enter. Ahead are some rednecks, and like us, the emergency vehicle on the left is modeled after Florida's Highway Patrol, known as FDOT, with reflective vests perfectly replicating the location. Identify the location by checking the iconic building in front. Modeled after the Brickell Infinity Tower, with a bit of the SP Clark Center visible on the left, and the 3 round apartments on the right are the Park Grove Club apartments. Additionally, the road sign indicates a left turn from Highway 97 to 397 towards the city's international airport and Ambosia. This means heading north to reach the city's port and downtown, and right to Sunside and Peacock Pier, confirming the map's area. Interestingly, there's a building on the right labeled Long Bank, modeled after Chase Bank in Brickell, possibly hinting at a heist. Due to time limits, we won't introduce each vehicle and building individually. The plane flying overhead is a Fly US airliner, likely modeled after a Boeing 747-400. Preparing to land at the airport on the left, C lowered the landing gear, flying quite low. As the network comes through, you might catch a glimpse. Plus, the car towing the little sandboat has the classic Florida orange license plate. Next, Jason is bench pressing at the beach gym in Drunk City, and the nearby girls are clearly impressed. Notably, he still sports classic white socks, but the dust on his white shoes is quite detailed. He wears wireless AirPods while working out, and his hat is taken off and placed aside. Amidst fitness buffs, some are doing pull-ups while others are boxing, including the main woman, spotted boxing with headphones on in the gym. The fitness system's comeback is certain. Jason grabs Patriot beers from a rundown convenience store. The store's pretty shabby, with a lottery vendor on one side and a cat perched on the ATM on the other. At this moment, a customer smoothly pushes the door open. If you look closely, each beer bottle sways with movement. The entrance sticker says, "Dear customers, by law, anyone drinking or possessing an open container with alcoholic beverages within this store or within 100 feet of it is committing an offense. Offenders will be arrested and reported. So don't drink in the store, and you might get a heart." The door sticker also lists Redwood cigarettes and payment options, including the launch of Tap to Pay by Want credit card. The protagonist's shirt reads, "Leonida Ship Services Center. We protect all marine life, presumably at the Bryan shipyard." While on the job, he got the shirt, and a beggar is seated at the entrance. I greeted. The protagonist's car has only the front refurbished. It might be because of a partial paint job, as you can spot another car with towels from the leads at the end. The car door's material is different, and the next scene unfolds in Little Haiti. The graffiti wall briefly showed up in the leaked footage, with the subway station just to the right. The subway here is pretty much finished, and you can spot passengers inside with the Haitian flag on the wall. Previously, this wall had Sanferson Life written on it, which is Sanferson, a signature location of the Haitian gang, with the top of the wall written in Haitian Creole meaning Proud Haitian. Below, Sanferson and San are written, accompanied by portraits of people battling for the flag. Underneath, it reads Eternal Love, probably honoring their fallen comrades. There's an Easter egg, partly hidden and unclear. Can anyone identify it? That's right, the emblem of the Sea Mountain Mystery. Wow, hidden really deep. At this time, VCPD Vice City Police are controlling them, with uniforms and vehicles replicating Miami Police MPD, totaling 8 officers, featuring a blonde officer. Apart from the Taurus police car, there's an impressive unmarked Crown Victoria with police lights. Looks impressive. The male lead in this scene has longer hair. Next, we arrive at the correctional facility prison. Judging by the watchtower design, it seems like the prison from PV1 start. And right then, a plane passes overhead. And then Jason picks up Lucia from prison, with the guard watching TV nearby. The guard's badge resembles the Florida Department of Corrections FDC. He slides the keyboard over, insisting he's seen the main character before. This statement surely holds more significance, and I've got 4 theories. Main characters spotted by prison guard during shoplifting incident, but not important. The second male lead spotted him at the shipyard, and later, the male protagonist ran into him during his time in the military. Later, the male lead retired from the military due to some significant incident. The fourth male lead, an undercover cop, might have witnessed the main character's actions before. Meanwhile, the female lead exits prison. With an electronic ankle bracelet, his face looked thinner. The protagonist's shirt bore words like a secret message. Let freedom reign. And the heroine's dual weapons showed her resolve to take bold action after regaining her freedom. A truly significant step. Lucia Caminos, when she was learning to walk, her father taught her how to fight. Since then, life became her opponent in the ring. For her family, she ended up in Leonida prison, but by a twist of fate, she was released. Lucia learned from the experience, and now every step she takes must be carefully calculated. Back when Lucia and her mother lived in Liberty City, her mother dreamed of a better life, a pursuit that became Lucia's unwavering goal. Now, she's done with unrealistic dreams and is set to shape her future herself. He believes the key to life is the people you connect with and the money you hold, as he starts anew with Jason. It was her smartest move. Fresh out of prison, Lucia aimed to alter her destiny. No matter the cost, he was determined to stick to his plan. Right now, you notice the protagonist's shirt says Leonida Ocean Services Sales, hinting that the clothes came from a shipyard or island area. Then, the story's main action begins, leading into another intense scene. The female lead, donning sunglasses and a skull mask, grips an MP5. See, she's got gloves on too, and suddenly, both are slipping into bulletproof vests. It's reminiscent of GTA 4, with flashing red lights signaling the alarms already triggered. The protagonists have hostages, and the bank they're shopping at is named SNB Screensaver. You can see the full name Sinfronteria National Bank, New Fulantra National Bank. From their masks and other gear, it's clear they're working with someone named Raul Batista. He was an experienced bank robber, always on the lookout for talented individuals willing to risk it all for high rewards. Confident, charming, and shrewd, his motto is that life is full of surprises, and smart people should always remember this. Raul's impulsiveness heightens the danger of each mission. Sooner or later, his team would have to make a choice. Either double down. That's why they shifted from $0 purchases to violent confrontations. It resembles Lance. Flanked by 2 American flags at the bank's entrance is Leonida's flag. Next, Jason picks up Lucia and takes her back to the archipelago. They toast with drinks, and if you look closely at the beer, beyond the liquid effect, there was even beer foam, and they went into a new beginning together, and the two sat by the sea, and Lucia said, "You put my nose." The character got torn, and "you're still talking about it" is a humorous meme. It means, it's your fault, used to tease someone asking a question they know the answer to. It can be understood as the heroine flirting after a big battle. The nearby small boat brand is Dinka, modeled after the classic Ponga small motorized fishing boat. The hull of the boat is marked Predator Lure, with Predator being the name of the fast patrol boats used by GTA's Maritime Police. Many boats sport this paint job almost like they're mocking the Maritime Police. Off the islands, yachts and boats are throwing parties, while others zip around on jet skis. The sunset and water are stunning here, especially the reflection. Nearby, it's mirror-like. Nearby, reflection is mirror-like. Farther, it becomes diffused, reflecting reality. Simply put, reflections are clearer up close and blurrier at a distance. This method can enhance mixed light tracing, hitting two targets simultaneously. Protagonist faces rain to load cargo for Dodo Bird. You can spot the sign at Brian's dock saying, "Ship maintenance responsibility." Equipment support and hosting services mention bargaining and outboard engines. As we mentioned earlier, Brian is actually involved in smuggling, loading suitcases onto planes. The guy helping Jason move the goods has a design on his shirt that says, "Rusty Hair," logo of a local tavern in the archipelago. Next scene, Lucia, in an orange vest, is doing community service by collecting trash along the roadside. A female officer oversees and documents the task, part of the community service required post-bail. Here, the trash can be picked up one by one with tongs. Then the protagonist shows the female lead their new place, with a red Florida copperhead snake to the left and the bedroom to the right, where their epic battles unfold. The protagonist can't take his eyes off the female lead. She promises him a brighter future. Then we meet Carl Hampton, a new character. Carl is Jason's friend and works with Brian. Carl feels most secure staying at home, drinking beer, listening in on Coast Guard chatter, and surfing the web privately. Incognito mode is pretty relatable. The intro shows his role mirrors Lester's, a tech hacker operating in the background. His famous saying is that the birds fly too neatly because Carl is part of America's lower class, but he enjoys it, occasionally being a bit paranoid, and likes having company, though his friend Jason has bigger ambitions. They are ordering drinks at a bar called Show Mao Bar. The bar has classic decor, with several wooden plaques on the wall commemorating Hurricane Roxy, which might hint at extreme weather gameplay like hurricanes in GTA 6. Since they usually work in the rain, flying might be affected by the weather. Notice the impressive physics effects here. At Show Mao Bar, you can enjoy burgers and fresh fish, possibly allowing players to eat and drink like in RDL. There are concert posters of Hummer and the Strummers on the wall. The concert is on August 24th, maybe we can go watch it. The female lead's voiceover says key things in life are people you interact with and cash you hold. Lucia appears on a yacht in a gold glittery strap dress, and her hairstyle has changed. She's wearing the same gold strap dress from the short video in PV1, but the reflection effects are improved. The male lead then remarks, "If you're going to do it beautifully." It's a double entendre. Though the voiceover implies dancing more enthusiastically, we all know there's a deeper meaning. Two scenes flash by, the first with many bikers outside the car window. This should be the Ambrosia area in the center of Leonida State. The second scene has a familiar door frame, but it's unclear where it is. The sign might say Victory, possibly hinting at their success. Next, they arrive at the Vice City 919 bar, the nightclub where banners are towed by plane in PvE, modeled after Miami's 11 Club, and it's packed with people. The two dance in the dance floor. Honestly, I can't tell if this cutscene is real or not, the lighting effects are done so well. The next scene introduces a new character, Dre Quinn Priest, who shows up in the leaked clip chasing someone at the Red Star Jack nightclub. His face model was altered after the leak. Then gang activities, Draquan is more concerned with making money. Although he makes a living by selling candy, his true aim is to break into the music scene, hoping his record becomes a hit. If you look at the dance floor, you know that if you can sell DJs well, it will be especially energetic. Now that Draquin has signed with Megan Dots, he may be arranging a show at Bobby's strip club. Not much longer, as his gaze is already fixed on the stage of Vice City. Draquin appears to be caught up in dealings between Jason and the gang. Some plan to corner Jason, thinking he's a cop. A painting Martial Arts in Flames is displayed. To the right, a chair holds a pile of documents, one clearly marked as a ledger. Pliers on the table in the left toilet used for torture. The indoor scene looks realistic. The reflection on sunglasses, the expressions on characters. A car search notice on the door adds a realistic touch with those little ads. Narration shifts to Boss Brian Head on cops, saying they have your name, know where you are, they know everything. Male lead flees, female lead faces pressure. The Doral County Police helicopter is green and white, probably based on the AS-350 model. This fits perfectly with the narration. They know where you are. But if you look closely, the female lead isn't wearing an ankle monitor. Meanwhile, she's in the same outfit from the convenience store scene in the initial preview. This segment might depict a cutscene before Lucia goes to prison. The architecture here looks like the PV1 district known for street drifting. Next, we see undercover cops working inside an apartment. All of them have earpieces like the body cameras from the first preview. The camera zooms in on the head sheriff, who remarks, We cops must learn to watch each other's backs. With a badge dangling from his neck, the person he's speaking to, facing away, is wearing a listening device. The yellow-black hair likely indicates that the male lead is Jason, hinting at his identity as a police officer. From the dialogue, it seems the storyline will revolve around a group of corrupt officers, with the so-called mutual cover-up suggesting they want to hide some dirty secrets. That's why the prison guard recognized the protagonist and why he had a short military stint. Protagonist's habits, confidently holding a gun on the cover, suggest he enjoys it. A watch and other details hint he might be doing undercover work. After uncovering police corruption and becoming closer to Lucia, they begin undermining the crooked cops, creating a Fast and Furious-like situation. This is just my guess. I'll revisit the story details soon. Next, the protagonist shoots a gun from within a car. Based on its sharp design, the car looks like a Lamborghini Aventador. Gun animations are detailed, and this car plays a key role later. The next character introduced is a woman named Bella Cruz, who, along with her high school friend Josie, formed the group Diverse Dollars. With their cleverness, they transformed extorting local drug dealers into real cash. Relying on sharp rap tracks and a strong social media presence, they created viral videos and catchy tunes, each wearing a gochon with their own name around their necks. Their motto is, "The place is full of my good buddies. This is my sister. Bow down to us." In the early days of their colorful career, a hit single with local rapper D-Tone brought them fame. 5 years on, after many hurdles, the duo has signed with Pure Life Records, hoping for luck to shine once more. Felix also had long manicured nails, and a bus passed behind him, alongside a subway train, hinting at a location in Ambrosia's northernmost area. Subway shift scene. Close-up of leads dancing. Seems to show the male lead deliberately being a gentleman, trying not to touch the female lead's body. I see you usually have a good time at home, don't you? Next are two fight scenes. The male lead smashes an enemy into a car, using environmental destruction like Red Dead Redemption 2 combat. This location is at a motel in Gulfport, with a pickup truck parked to the left rear, bearing the name of a construction company from GT Online, which also appeared in the leaked footage, located opposite a waffle shop in Gulfport. Interestingly, this motel is where the leaked footage showed Wei and the male lead talking. A stark contrast, confirming this location on the map. Second scene, female lead battles in Octagon, suggesting engaging melee system in-game. I spotted a recurring NPC. The male lead says, "Lou, you and I are fine." At this point, the female lead's outfit isn't obvious. She's got on the guy's vest, showing Gorehorn Port International, but the rest is hidden. I'd bet it's pointing to Gorehorn Port International Raceway, because if it's a mud park, the international label wouldn't apply. Also, there's a small car spoiler pattern on the clothes. In the next scene, Lucia blows up 2 police cars with a grenade in a broken bus. There's a Dodge Charger and a Ford Crown Victoria. The Crown Victoria's hood has been toughened up with a subtle police paint job, and an armored vehicle beside it looks even cooler than in GTA 5. What is this location? A road sign is visible in the background. The sign on the left reads, Moosetown and Leonard County Highway 97. Kelly County, Drunk City Beach, Mushatown is well known. North of Drunk City, signs in PVE. Drunk City Airport is in Kelly County. Therefore, Lucia's perspective should be from south to north at this moment. The Jade Dragon on the left suggests it's near the tennis court park in Drunk City's northern area, right here. Judging by Lucia's outfit, this is still during the heist at the SNB Bank. The explosion linked to Jason and Draquin looking at their phones. In the back right, someone snaps photos with a Doberman. Meanwhile, Draquin sports a football jersey. The sign says Manitis, meaning Tropical Manatee Team, suggesting it's a new team. Judging by the green theme, it seems to be modeled after the Miami Dolphins cap. The logo might be mimicking the Miami Heat, suggesting that this installment could feature both football and basketball. Next, 2 fierce women battle inside a plane's landing gear compartment. Lucia, in the reflective vest below, is in a spot that's easy to identify. Right across from Brickell Point on the coast is the Southeast Financial Center. Building with slanted roof in PVE. Behind it, pickup towing a box, which is a safe. Reference to the safe scene from Fast 5. I found the rope's tension wild, but the safe even sparks against the ground and sweeps up fallen leaves. Following a fierce clash, we see a shot from a phone selfie view. A guy who seems to have Latin heritage excitedly shouts, "Vice City, baby!" This scene is likely at the 919 Club, where the main characters are dressed in dance attire, starting a montage. On the beachside avenue of Green City, everyone is filming short videos, everyone's holding a phone, and the streets packed with vehicles, including classics like the Banshee and Ruiner. But the standout is the benefactor on the right, sporting custom tires. These tires are a hit on social media, especially Instagram. NPCs are filming short videos. The green sports car behind is a Lamborghini Aventador LP700 with SVJ aggressiveness. Beachfront avenue lively, seaside hotels rooftop crowded. We then return to the famous Red Star Czech nightclub, a place that speaks for itself. However, there's a detail worth noting. The floating banknotes clearly show the president's portrait. In the official screenshots, there are two types of dollars, and the images are from president photos on the cigarette cards in Bake Joe 12. Waxman and Harding. The guy in the bottom right deserves a shout-out. He's Bubby, the key figure mentioned by Jay in the leaks. He's a local legend in Vice City, like a legend, someone who climbs from the streets to build a legitimate business empire. Bubby is one of them. His domain spans real estate, strip clubs, and recording studios. Bubby is always smiling, except when it comes to business. His well-known phrase is that the club can back the studio, but in the end, depends on candy for survival. Bubby is in it for himself. What he truly cares about is the Pure Life Records part of it. They've teamed up with the gifted young artist, Dre Quinn. Now, they just need a hit song to establish their reputation. The following scene features an ad playing in the protagonist's home, featuring the return of an old friend, Phil Cassidy. This TV commercial showcases his new look. Phil has appeared in GTA 3 and GTA Vice City. It seems he has now become the boss of ammunition, and they've brought back the classic M249 design. You can buy legal firearms from him, and the walls of the gun shop show some old weapons making a return, like the Shrewsbury shotgun, plus you can see the dealer's crates. Plus, the wall-mounted weapons show slight variations, hinting at more advanced customization options. Next to the TV, a replica PS5 console with a PS4-style controller. Some say it's a PS6, but shouldn't PS5 plus PS4 equal PS9? Outside, two seagulls pass by, and the TV's reflection on the left side of the frame looks great. Bubbles rise in the beer on the table as Lucia, a social worker, arrives back. Her vest has LDC on the back, meaning Leonida Correctional Department. The next scene is in the marshlands, where an Army Green Buzzard helicopter is chasing a hovercraft. A wild boar runs past. The new Buzzard is equipped with missiles, features an auxiliary machine gun. Then, reach the island's most secluded area, where the male lead rides a jet ski with the female lead, its name on the side. It's a fresh model, and the water spray is hitting me. The yacht nearby is crowded with people. The main character hops on a motorcycle as a dodo bird soars above, maybe dropping off stuff for Brian. The motorcycle's body has an overly flashy reflection effect, just for show. Next, the female lead hops on the motorcycle and leaps onto a truck, revealing a sports car inside. Judging by the taillights, it seems to be an orange Lamborghini Aventador, same orange sports car the protagonist fired from earlier. The license plate sports the classic Florida orange design, and there are loads of details about GTA 6 plates. I'll cover those details in the vehicle intro later, along with how the motorcycle sparks on the ground. It's super cool, bringing to mind classic movie scenes. Then there's a thrilling motel battle, a PvE zone where the main characters also stay. The murals on the walls and the environment have been enhanced and renovated, set it apart from leaked footage. Next, a police helicopter is chasing the protagonist. Male lead navigates a boat as female lead fires shots, creating spark effects. Next, at Gale Harbor, male lead on dirt bike tails an SUV. This SUV is a Pfister Astron, modeled after Porsche's Macan, which directly crashes into a wrecked police car. This scene brings to mind Gosling's The Place Beyond the Pines, and the off-road bike suspension is super smooth. Okay, there's a person leaning out of the car, ready to fire, which matches the leaked info. In this version, players can lean out of cars to use bigger guns while inside. The road sign above points left, directing east to Mariana County and Vice City Del County. The former is a newly introduced county, likely modeled after Marion County in Florida, situated in north-central Florida, matching the game's Ambrosia region. I'll give a detailed intro and overview in a later map segment video. The male protagonist jumps into the convertible driven by the female lead, reminding me of a scene where they rescue Michael's son, Jimmy. In the background, there's a Watkins Auto Parts store. Then it cuts back to the boatyard. Jason's friend Carl Hampton says, "If any of your friends can set me up with a girl, that'd be another seriously funny friend." He's dressed in Brian's shipyard gear, and the bottle on the left is from Shiro gas station. The highlight is the beer in his hand, which splashes around with his movements. Outrageous. Protagonist drives towards sunset in a towel to drunk city, with someone cycling beside. I'll go over each of those buildings in detail during the architecture segment later. To be honest, I've already printed the model of this car. I'm planning to make it a custom PS5 shell and give it to you, my dear viewers. The first trailer highlighted GTA 6's world, but this one zooms in on the main character's story. The song Hot Together, used to outline the early story of the game, is also a romantic track, is full of fiery pictures of the male and female protagonists, and it is estimated that there will be a scene of betrayal and separation in the future. That video in this issue. I'll start with a quick rundown of the PV's content, and it's important to mention that the trailer was officially recorded on a PS5. With limited time, details might be missed, so share extra insights. I'll dive deeper into the map, vehicles, and extra details, using official locations and character intros for a thorough analysis. If you want to learn more about GTA 6 news and analysis, follow my channel. I'm Gay Chong, see you next time.